kuona kazi na
and Equity trailing in this particular set. Army leading 17 against 16 of Equity. Seem to have put themselves together in this second set. They did not perform quite as well in the first set. They seemed to have let go of that set. Very, very good attack right there by Kenya Army's Francis earning a point for Kenya Army. 18-16. It's a float serve, well received. Mugo tries to save it. The ball is still in play, well set, and it seems to work out for them right now. The very strong attacks from Kelvin Wanyama proving to be very instrumental in the possibility of them taking this second set. Good reception, Siret. Good set, Mugo, and a very, very wonderful finish by Siret. The score stand at 17-19 with Kenya Army still in the lead. Should they maintain this 2-point lead, they stand a chance at taking this set. Mugo with that serve, well received. Very powerful attacks. The backward defense seems to have trusted in the power of Wanyama to deliver that point, probably because of his history of being a very strong and powerful attack. Unfortunately, they do not get that point. Equity advances to 18-19, prompting their coach, Kenya Army, to call a timeout. Should they unfortunately lose this set, they might just lose the momentum in fighting further for the third set. We have seen teams come back, though it takes a lot of strong mentality and physical strength to come back from a 2-set trail. They get back on court looking charged. Evans Wasisi looking very charged right there. Mugo back to the service. Just 1 point for Equity left to equalize the points at 19 all with Kenya Army. It's a float serve that is well received and well set. Again, very strong attack, very, very strong attack. Francis right there. Well before their counterparts. Mugo sets it. The ball is still in play. Wanyama. Wanyama assuring his side of that very, very vital point. Geoffrey Mambo, the captain, goes to serve. Very tactical set from Mugo right there. Still in play. Martin again takes it and makes sure to convert it into a point. Mugo trusting him twice. Service for Wilson Cheriot. Who jump serves it, that is well received, and the center sets it. Again, good backward defense. Ball is still in play. Again, he does not disappoint. One Elisha Kiptanui. Very tall and quick. Kenya Army's 22. Well served. Mugo trusting Martin once again. The ball is still in play. It is in play. Kenya Army, they did deserve that point. They did fight for it. Serve. Equity trying to be careful in their execution of attacks, making sure they do not make the terrible mistake of losing this set. Army only looking for 2 points to call it a set. Will they call it a set? We wait to see. Martin serves it. Swallow receive the setter, sets it. A good block. Very wonderful block combination between Vitalis and one Abraham Lagat. With that substitution, bringing in Philip Karari. It's a point. It's a very one. Elisha Kiptanui. Philip still at the service, scores equalizing at 23-23. He taps it, good backcourt defense. Again, the ball is still in play. Trying to kill it. Ball is still in play. The strong attack from Vitalis Wekesa that sends it off the hands of one Francis, who blocks it outside, sending Equity straight to the set point mark. Equity looking for just 1 point to call it a set, having come back from 21-23, gaining 3 consecutive points, with Kenya Army not quite getting a comeback from that point. It seems that a Phillips substitution has teams waiting in anticipation. An error in reception by one Elisha Siret proves to be costly for the team as Kenya Army's Eugene Ochieng was quick enough to kill that ball. Another service for Kenya Army. Simple service right across the net. Mugo. Ball seems. We wait to see what the referee decides, but it does seem to be on court. Very quick, probably too quick for Kenya Army to see it. Score stand at 25-25, moving the final mark to 27. Again, a replay of what just happened on the Equity side. Equity getting the same opportunity as a result of the bad reception of the libero player Simiyu of Kenya Army, getting a very vicious response from one Abraham Lagat, who hits it hard on the ground, making it 26-25 for Equity Kenya. Very strong attack ground, another arena. Both teams, both fans waiting in anticipation, both coaches trying to ensure that the boys are well positioned to take this second set. This second set will be vital for Kenya Army, ensuring a comeback from the 1-set loss they had in the beginning of this match. Equity on their side will want to ensure they put their set points in check by a 3-0 win. Again, he hits it off the hands of Eugene Ochieng. Another service with Equity standing at 28 and Army 27. Simple service that is well received and well set. Again, good backcourt defense by Equity's Okombo. Again, Very, very powerful attack by Kenya Army. Well set by the setter doing wonderful at splitting those blocks. Godfrey Mambo, the captain, leading from the front. The score stand at 28-28. Again, another point. Seems to be a battle for supremacy in this second set. Really the excitement that was anticipated in the beginning of the set. The coach Sami Kirongo talking to his players, guiding them on where to serve it. The libero received it well. Probably that was not the intended set, but he tries as much as he can to ensure the ball goes across. Unfortunately, Evans Wasisi does not succeed in doing that, earning Equity Bank the second set of this match. While Equity seemed to be a whole lot encouraged by taking this second set, they really were worried that it would go to Kenya Army and that would pump them with the energy and vitality they needed. From the set scores we can see 30-28. Very close, very close. Both teams tried as much as they can to hold on to the set, but it really goes to prove that it wasn't Kenya Army's day. Well fought, definitely well fought. Well, we have the match statistics right there with the points standing at 30 for Equity and 28 for Kenya Army. The attacks, both teams basically at par with 17 Equity and 18 Kenya Army. Blocks, we have 3 against 2 of Kenya Army, just a difference of 1 block. Service ace, both teams made an impact there with 2 for Equity and 3 for Kenya Army. The opponent's errors, we are having 5 for Kenya Army and 8 for Equity Bank. Still coming out strongly that the loss was attributed by the many losses or errors that happened on the Kenya Army's side. Well, again, like we had anticipated, there was a possibility of Kenya Army taking that set. Unfortunately, they did not. While we're taking a short break, please keep it locked, keep it TVC volleyball for this live coverage. Do not touch that dial. We're back with the third set of the Kenya Volleyball Federation's sixth leg of the Men's National League first match between Equity Bank and Kenya Army. Equity Bank leading by 2 sets, a very heated second set that ended at 30-28 in favor of Equity Bank. The scores: Kenya Army leading at 3 against 1 of Equity, coming in stronger than the first start in the previous sets. Equity cementing that point with a powerful attack, giving them 2-3, still a point trailing against 3 of Kenya Army. Well set, very powerful attack, and it's a block out. It's a block out by Equity. A service for Kenya Army. Very, very accurate reception there by the libero player Wilson Cheriot of Equity Bank. Strong, powerful serve that is well received by Kelvin Onyama and equally converted into a point by Elisha Kiptanui, who goes on to serve, still leading at 5-3. Well set. Again, a powerful attack by Martin Kipto, making it 4-5. Still a point behind Kenya Army. We do wish to apologize for the bit of a technical hitch that has been experienced during the second set. We do apologize for any inconveniences caused. We strive to do better in bringing this live stream to you and ensure that it is as clear and as hitchless, so to speak, as possible. Kenya Army still leading at 6 against 4 of Equity. A very solid blocks by Kenya Army's Eugene Ochieng, seeming to enjoy that point very much. Mugo, very strong attack, very strong attack coming from Wilson Cheriot of Equity Bank. He is known for his power in attack. Their performance in the second set, pushing them to the very quick point from one Evans Wasisi, who after making that point goes on to serve. They still maintain the 4-point lead. Very dangerous, knowing how they just who plays it off the hand out to get a bit of calming down, or should I say fresh air. Received a one-hand attempt at saving it. It doesn't prove fruitful. Well received. Mugo sets it. Time of margin. The 4-point lead. Elisha Kiptanui serving up. Trying his best to ensure the team comes back from that very wide range. Point ahead. Again, good defense. Ball. Elisha Kemboi making quite a serious error, prompting the coach to bring back Geoffrey Mambo. Equity narrowing that gap to just 3 points. This time round, the errors of Elik again give them that vital point. There seems to be a miscommunication between the setters and the attackers on the side of Kenya Army. The setter indicating one thing and the attackers understanding a totally different thing. That reception almost costed them the point. Again, blocks of Abraham proving to be effective right now with the Kenya Army 21 and Equity Bank 18. Abraham goes to serve. Again, a change on the side of Kenya Army. Evans Wasisi seems to have taken his much needed rest and is back on court. We are yet to see whether it was effective. Well, it seems to have been so far. A simple touch out of the hands of Felix Otieno, earning Kenya Army 22 against 18 of Equity Bank. Remember, you're watching these matches live courtesy of Trailblazers Volleyball Club in partnership with Mafru Sports. The ball is still in play. Well, that was costly. That was definitely costly. Not as costly as it would have been should Equity have been leading. They have a minimal time to rectify on that. Simple service, well received. The setter sets it. Again. One Wilson Cheriot with the solid blocks. The margin road lessens to just 2 points. 22-20. Again, the problem with the setting. Simple block, a very, very simple yet effective block by Elisha Kiptanui, earning Kenya Army 23. Kenya Army just 2 points shy of taking this set. They have been plagued by a problem in the finishing. Will it be effective this set? We do not know. Elisha Siret going to serve for Equity Bank. Seems to be a change, a substitution. Elik again goes out, and it is placed at the hands of one Vitalis Wekesa. Ball is still in play. Unfortunately, he doesn't save it. He plays it and stands in the way, limiting the chances of that ball being saved. Another Kelvin Wanyama trying to let him know that there is no option. You need to keep going. Well, the therapist trying to get him, Evans, to have a taste of, or rather test of the nature of the injury. Seems not to be serious, or he seems to be willing to keep going with it. Either way, they do not have an option right now, with them having used up all their chances for a substitution. They cannot get a substitution. Equity 22, Kenya Army 23. Ball is still in play. Very strong attack. Apparently or unfortunately, Siret doesn't manage to save that ball, making it Kenya Army 24, quite close there at set point against 22 of Equity Bank. Should they get this point, then we keep going unto the fourth set. They lose this point, it's going to be vital. You don't want Kenya Army to make a comeback. Martin attacking that ball very, very strongly. On the opposite side, Francis seeming agitated at not being able to stop that attack. Ball is still in play. And it's still in play? No, it's not. Unfortunately, the nature of the arena poses a problem, limiting the chances of that ball being saved. We have a repeat of the second set, 24-24, Equity coming back from trailing up to 6 points to equalizing at the set point, moving the finish line to 26. But the first team to get to 26, well, will take this set. Well, Army cannot afford to lose this set, because if they lose this set, they lose the match. Equity do not want to lose this set, because drawing back to the set ratio, it will prove costly. Players having a pep talk, insisting on the importance of making a side out. Ball is well served. Again, beautiful block. Martin Kipto, solid in the air. That combination of blocks between Martin Kipto and Abraham Lagat, earning Equity the lead. There is so much wanted in this set for the first time when it matters. 25-24. Ball is well served, well received. The setter sets it and goes to 25-25. Will we see a repeat of the second set? We wait to see. An error in service and a solid block. By Francis, sending Abraham Lagat on the floor with a lot of disappointment. 26 Kenya Army, 25 Equity Bank. Serves it off court. 26-26. Martin serves it. Again, it's a block out. Very strong attack. Francis of Kenya Army. The libero Simiyu having done a brilliant job in his backcourt defense. There was no attempt in block by Eugene Ochieng. I do not know whether it was as a result of the setting. By Equity's Felix Otieno. Brilliant set. They seem to have changed tact in using the wing attacks and playing the ball off the blocks of Equity side. It's proving to be really, really instrumental in earning them points. 28-27. Army looking for just a point to call it a set. Equity trying as much as they can to ensure that does not happen. Good attempt at saving that. Ball was hit right above the blocks of one Geoffrey Mambo, making it totally difficult to defend that ball, having seen that the block course was tampered with. Abraham serves for Equity Bank. 28-28. Good attempt at saving. Very costly mistake there by Simiyu, the libero player. Kenya Army giving Equity again the lead. 29-28. Abraham still at the serving. It's a float serve that is over received. Well, quite a chance. Again, an over reception. And Equity take it. Equity take it with that powerful attack by Wilson Cheriot right when it was needed. Bit of a fumble on the reception and defense of that last ball. Both sides fumbling with it. Again, it wasn't the day for Kenya Army. A lot of errors in defense, a lot of errors in setting, and a lack of concentration towards the end. Well, an identical end of that particular set. 30-28. Equity taking it, but really feeling the pressure the last two sets. Well, it goes to show that Kenya Army are a team to watch. They did put up a fight. Unfortunately, they could not take a set. They should be proud of themselves after that performance. While Equity take the game, the first match 3-0 of Kenya Army. The set statistics for the third set stand at 30 for Equity Bank and 28 for Kenya Army. Attack stand at 16 against 14 of Kenya Army. Both teams coming in strong in their attacks. Blocks, we're having a difference of 1 with 5. Kenya Army having an upper hand, and 4 for Equity Bank. Service ace, we're having Kenya Army having more aces at 3 against 1 of Equity Bank. And the opponent's errors, again, Kenya Army seeming to have given up more points to Equity at 9 against just 6 of Kenya Army. A hearty congratulations to Equity Bank for taking this first match of the 6th leg. They needed it. They took it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for making time to join us in this live broadcast of the match between Equity Bank and Kenya Army. Remember, we're bringing you this live broadcast from Trailblazers Volleyball Club in partnership with Macro Sports. Coming up next is KPA taking the court. Do not touch that dial.
Blazers!